So we're back at a bigger microbial fuel cell, and we got like 787 voltage. So it's almost 3/4 of a volt. It's really nifty. Because of the manganese oxide, we get a little bit of four-way oxygen reduction MOMO in the chain of command. Normally you get two-way, so you get voltage loss. Now we use the catalyst, so it gives a little bit of oomph extra, so we keep a little bit of oomph extra over from the reaction. So that's great. You don't lose the potential that's in there. So we got more potential. And then with the continuous algae stream, we also have like a continuous catalytic oxidizing oxygen creation MOMO. Because if we do it like this, we get like 36, 35 milliamps. Stables out around 30 milliamps. That's really a lot. Never seen something stable out at 30 milliamps. Most of the time it was like a short peak and then it would decline like because the cathode is using all the oxygen available. So, and now we have enough oxygen with enough surface area, so there's enough MOMO to continue the reaction. And therefore we have way more power now, continuous power. And that's something. Let's take a look at the fuel cell outside. Let's do that. Let's take some clips because you need them. And this clip too. Give it. Let's go. Clip. Thank you. Let's take the millimeter. Check it outside. Also added some sludge into the main cell there, and I'm thinking hard about new anode. But this is the setup right now. I don't know if it's ideal, I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's just a fresh new cell, so I need to give it some slack. This is the minus, just put some extra sludge on top of it to prevent oxygen from leaching into the anode deeper areas, but it should be rapidly getting anaerobic because there's not much oxygen getting through there, is my theory. I have a minus here, so we connect it on that one. And then we have the algae-rich soup here. And I also hope that the nutrients will leach through the barrier, the membrane. But I don't know if it's gonna work. Something says like, nah, PLA, terracotta, it's not so porous as I hoped it was in my mind. But nonetheless, let's hook this one to the plus and come on. Yeah, you cannot see depth on a 2D screen. 2 eyes. So we got let's start with the voltage then here, and let's see if it's already ramped up a little bit the right direction. No, still needs to eat up all the oxygen in there, I think, in the core, because the energy is now coming from, well, the electrons are coming from the outside, so we could short circuit it a little bit. And then here, this is where I started years ago. So this cell is just new, but the energy is now coming from the algae, and it's going to the fish pool, and it's really low because the membrane is like maybe just a solid clump of plastic with some stone in between, and won't be so hydrophobic or hydrophilic as I hoped. It's not a porous stuff, you know, like clay pot. But I thought, yeah, like if I get stone terracotta PLA, I can just make a porous membrane. Anyway, it's declining now. You're talking about it's like thousands of milliamp. And in the other reaction over there, we got 30 milliamps. It's like 30,000 way better, 30,000 times better. That is. We've also seen some ceramic printers, so maybe they can print porous materials like clay, and then we can print out tubes or just buy hollow tubes from ceramic clay. Maybe they are for sale somewhere. This is just version 1.0. And just give it some time. Maybe nature will figure it out. I don't know. Or if you have like circular clay tubes with a ridiculous low amount of diameter in the shell, you could make pipings that are porous and act as a proton exchange membrane. Then you can just pump in through sludge into a reactor with algae, with sunlight hitting it, with some cathodes, electrodes, stuff like that. Anyway, also collected my first batch of algae, so can sell my own algae cultures. That's for sure. And all the critters here. Free fish food. It's declining, that's a good sign. So I will hook up a resistor on those lines, and then you can do its thing. And then let's see what results we will get on a later stage. I'm here. Okay, oh, over there, over here, you go over here. Oh. Then I need to connect the negative. This is a good spot. Let's clip it also tight for greater contact reasons. Come on. Ah, give me a moment.